Life is full of stressful situations, times where you lose focus or can't get a grip. But the good news is, with some perspective and preparation, there are techniques you can use to keep a clear head, even during life's toughest moments.
Whether it's a work meeting or a job interview, we've all had times we needed to say something important, but stress turned our brains into quicksand.
People worry about the worst possible scenario and not the best possible scenario.
Avery Blank, business and advocacy strategist, has tips on how to create a winning and stress-proof strategy to help us find our words. For starters, preparation is the best defense.
You want to think about what you want to say. The thoughts will allow you to know where to start the conversation.
And what you want to communicate by the end.
If you think that maybe a situation might turn negative or might become contentious, think about how you can turn the situation around.
Anticipate what other people will say so you have a counter-argument in the chamber.
Pivot it into something positive.
Next, start off topic.
Say you're in a stressful conversation and you know that other person loves sports just as much as you do. Well, maybe you mentioned something that happened in last night's game.
This can help lighten the mood before you dive into the conversation, but it's best to keep it brief.
Because sometimes it can come across as being very nervous.
And if someone asks you something complex, feel free to write down the question.
Sometimes you're so stressed that you hear it, but the question doesn't register.
If you jot it down, it can give you something visual to help you respond clearly. And this is important. Don't feel weird about it.
You should always have a piece of paper and a pen next to you. No permission necessary. You write down what you need to write down to be able to answer and communicate properly.
Finally, remember your own value.
When you're stressed, you may allow yourself to think that the other person has the upper hand.
This can happen if you're asking your boss for a raise, answering questions in an interview, or even asking someone a favor.
Don't allow yourself to think that someone is way more important than you.
After all, they're speaking with you, which means they're as interested in the conversation as you are.
When you recognize your value, you feel more confident. And when you feel more confident, you won't be as stressed.
Replace obstacles with positivity and clear the path to success.